Hey everyone, this is Pete, and welcome back to Atari A to Z, a series of short playthroughs of Atari 8-bit games, some which I grew up with and some which are new to me. Today is one of the former. Today we're taking a look at Action Biker, which was a 1985 release from Mastertronic. It's one of the first sponsored games. It was developed as part of a partnership with KP Skips, the prawn cocktail melt in your mouth corn snack, and made use of that mascot Clumsy Colin, although KP Skips didn't really seem to feature anywhere in the game aside from on the front cover, so make of that what you will. This game was released for several platforms, including the Commodore 64 and ZX Spectrum, as well as Atari 8-bit, and it's quite noteworthy for its ZX Spectrum version being very, very different from the Atari 8-bit and Commodore 64 versions. Now, the Commodore 64 version of this was pretty well regarded, at least partly for its soundtrack, which is one of the well-known SID tunes from over the years. But the Atari 8-bit version was never quite as well regarded because it's not an especially good port, unfortunately. But we'll give it a go for today. So let's go play Action Biker.
Okay, here we are with Action Biker from Mastertronic. Never been a huge fan of this game. I've also been painfully aware that the Commodore 64 version of this is much, much better than this Atari 8-bit version. But still, it's a established, quote-unquote, classic of the era, and so it's worth taking a look at. So let's press space to play and have a go. So, in this game, you play Clumsy Colin on his bike, and your job is to find various bits of bike that will enable him to compete in a drag race and complete the game. And so you have to navigate your way around this open world and look out for flashing things like this. So there we've got a crash helmet. There's the first thing we need to find. So a lot of the things are just for sort of flavour, but there are a few things that actually have a function in the game as well. So like, for example, when you find a gearbox for the bike, you can actually switch between low and high gear, which allows you to adjust how quickly you accelerate and that sort of thing. One of the reasons this game is noticeably inferior to the Commodore 64 version, you can probably already tell, is the music. So the music in the Commodore 64 version is a much more... It's the same tune, but it's a much more complex arrangement. Makes use of sort of some percussion and proper bass lines and stuff, whereas here, it's pretty much just two channels I think we've got going on here, and we've got a third channel for the bike sound. And that's about it. It's the Atari 8-bit was capable of much better than this. But at the same time, it regrettably wasn't altogether surprising when we got something that was of this kind of quality. I don't know where any of the things are. You'll notice the world wraps around on itself as well, so if you keep going in the same direction, you eventually end up right back where you started. Gas station there, which lets you fill up on your fuel. Alright, riding leathers. What is next? And where is it? I think only one object appears at a time. So you just have to sort of explore until you spot what you should be going for. Yeah, because that wasn't there before. Highway codebook. Essential for any stunt cyclist. I don't know if you could turn the music off. Doesn't seem that way, so my apologies. I saw something there. but I did not. Oh, there it is. What did I... Oh, I ran out of fuel. Okay, so the fuel is just the one bar, not the whole white section down at the bottom. That's worth remembering. That's funny. For all those years, I've been convinced that the fuel was the entire white section down at the bottom, and it sort of had several lines worth of bar that you consumed, but apparently not. Bike can use lower gear to improve acceleration. So you change gear with the fire button now, and that allows you to use low gear to accelerate more quickly, or high gear if you want to go more quickly. To be honest, staying in high gear most of the time seems to work fine, because I just feel a little bit more in control. Where is the next thingy? There are some nice things you could say about this game, like the isometric 3D perspective is nice. And it's proper 3D, you'll notice. You can go behind things, you can go underneath things. So that's well implemented. The scrolling can be a bit smoother. The Atari 8-bit is capable of slightly better scrolling than that, but oops. But it's not bad. It's not awful. Now, if there was just some sort of clue as to where to go next, that would be helpful. But I guess it's not to be. Have a look around the lake. Nothing going on here. Anything over here? Oh, I hit the bloody wall again. Oh, there it is. Oh, wait, that's a bad position to stop in. You know what? Horrendous music aside, this isn't as bad as I remember. I mean, yes, that music is awful. And yes, this version does pale in comparison to the Commodore 64 version, which was a bitter pill to swallow back in the 1980s for an Atari fan, let me tell you. Headlamp. We're doing alright now. Oh, missed. Uh-oh. Petrol gauge. Always handy. At some point we're going to have to go up onto that roller coaster track and get something, but seemingly not just yet. Where is it? I keep thinking I see something in the corner of the screen. Oh, there it is. In that case, I did see something in the corner of the screen. Large fuel tank allows bike to go further between refueling stops. Speaking of which, we could probably do with a refueling stop right about now. Where? There it is. That's it. So you just sort of sit in the area in the front of the petrol station to get your fuel back. And then be on your way. Oh, there it is over there. Toolbox. Every self-respecting biker needs a toolbox. And there's another thing. Mudguards. There's like all these bits of bike that you're finding over the course of this game. You wonder what exactly he's riding at the start of the game. It's like a pair of wheels with an engine, and that's about it. Oh, that's awkward. Let's take this very carefully then. Very carefully through that little gap. Sunglasses. Absolutely crucial. So when you're on the road, you need to look good. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm actually having a better time with this than I used to back in the day. I think at least partly because when I played this as a kid, I got quite impatient and just wanted to race around and sort of get to stuff as quickly as possible, because I was used to sort of more immediate arcade style games. And so the very nature of this game means that it runs at quite a sedate pace. And you just have to take your time and explore and find stuff and familiarise yourself with the map as a whole. And that's actually a style of gameplay that I really like today. But I can see why I would have bounced off it as a kid. Oh no! It's inside the roller coaster. it is. Oh no! And I'm dead. Well, that's the end of that game. So we have... Let's have one more try. I don't think there's any options you can change in this, are there? No, it's just press space to play. Alright, one more go. Now, I can't remember where any of the things are, so... I'll just be feeling around once again. Not a good start, is it? Right. One crash helmet. I do not remember where the next thing was. It's interesting that you can't turn on the spot in this, because in a lot of top-down or isometric driving games from the period, you can actually turn on the spot. But you can't in this. Some concessions to realism, how about it? Right, what is next? Could do with some fuel. Oh, there it is. I think the stuff appears in the same... Damn it. I think the stuff appears in the same place every time. So in theory you can learn this game and sort of speedrun it. And that's sort of the point of the game. You'll notice there's a bonus timer for each thing that you pick up. And that's what determines your score. So... in essence, if you want to be good at Action Biker, you need to be quick. And nab all the stuff as quick as you can. Where was that little watery bit? There it is. Now what? Yeah, I keep seeing those little bollards out the corner of my eye and thinking that they're an item, but they're not. Where's the next thing, please? There it is. Excuse the lawn-mowing signs outside if you can hear those. I got the door open and the fan blasting because we are in the middle of what appears to be a minor heat wave here in the UK again. It's very warm. And so without a bit of air coming in, I would probably die. And I'm sure none of you want that. And maybe some of you do, but you're not having it. You are doomed to be presented with old 8-bit home computer games until the rest of eternity. Or until I actually die. Which I'm not planning on doing anytime soon, just so you know. But you never know! Oh, hello. We're getting a bit low on fuel again. Don't hit the petrol pumps, Clumsy Colin. You may be clumsy, but, you know, just don't. Petrol gauge. The one I do remember was the one that was inside the roller coaster track. I just can't remember when that one showed up. Not yet, as it seems the case may be. Right, there was also one in that narrow watery bit, wasn't there? I need to remember where that actually is on the map. Or indeed which one of the narrow watery bits it was, because there seem to be several. Come here. Large fuel tank. Excellent. Let's take immediate advantage of that with a bit of refueling. Lovely stuff. Stumble across another thing. Excellent. Toolbox. Now is it time for this one? Nope. But there is one over there. Oh. Nearly came a cropper there. Mudguards. Yeah, you know what? I've judged this game much too harshly over the years, I think. As I say, I absolutely 100% acknowledge that the Commodore 64 version is way better than this. But this version is a lot more enjoyable than I've historically given it credit for, so... good job, I guess. I say, it's just a shame that music isn't better. This poor old Pokey could make some beautiful sounds, but there are only really a few masters who could absolutely take full advantage of it. Oops. There it is. I knew that one would come up at some point. Carefully through the gap. Right, it's got to be the one on the roller coaster now, surely. Yes, there we go. I knew that would come up eventually. Alright, now question is, where do we go from here? Because I think this is the last one we found last time. Oops. We'll need some fuel. Alright, what's next, Clumsy Colin? Oh. I see you. Kind of pop. Very important. At some point we're going to have to do those jumps, I guess, as well. And get into that little area. And at some point there'll be one on the roller coaster track. You have to ride very carefully up that and all the way round. But not yet, it seems. Visor. Nope, nothing there. Nope. Slow down. Getting a bit eager now. Exhaust pipe. Again, how has he been riding around without these things? Onwards. Where's my next thing, Colin? Tell me. Oh, it's in there. Time for some stunt jumping. Oop. Time to not fall in the lake. Alright, let's use low gear for this. There we go. Power brakes. Give bike improved braking. Oh, there's the next one. How do we get in there? Around here from the look of things and through another tiny gap in the water. Speedometer. Anything on here yet? Nope. Anything on the building site yet? Is the question. Excuse the light. Oh no! I closed the curtains and crashed my bike in the process. Do not manipulate your curtains and drive, ladies and gentlemen. There is a painful lesson as to why. Beat my high score, if nothing else. Right. Anything going on in here? Yes. Brake lamp. I don't think your bike was road legal, Clumsy Colin. I feel like if the police had seen your bike, they may have had a few questions for you. Anything up here yet? Nope. This is where I go through the whole game and there's never actually anything on the roller coaster. Nope, nothing there. I don't know where to look now. Maybe... Oops. What did I even hit? I don't know what I crashed into there. Oh well. Let's have a look around the lake. Oh! How about that? Oh no! Am I dead? Am I dead? That's it. It's all over. Anyway, I beat my high score, so that's good. That's also the furthest I've ever got in that game, so that's quite pleasing. Anyway, let's leave that there for now. That was Action Biker from Mastertronic. Much better than I remember it being. Still not as good as the Commodore 64 version. I'm going to keep giving that disclaimer, because otherwise someone will come along in the comments and go, the Commodore 64 version was much better. Yes, I know the Commodore 64 version was much better. My point is this version isn't quite as bad as I remember. Anyway, that is that. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.